What's up, guys? The leaves are falling, the temperature is dropping. It's time for pumpkin spice lattes. You know what time it is. So we're gonna start with this. This is 100% pure pumpkin, Kroger brand. So don't be confused, they also sell pumpkin pie filling. You don't want that, that's pure sugar. This is just pumpkin in a can. So we're making a pumpkin spice latte. If you've ever been to Starbucks and you're a teenage girl, you know about these. These are really good though. I'm a grown man and I still love these too. So the first step is making the pumpkin syrup. This will like flavor it. We're gonna top it with some of this too. And what you're gonna need for that is some pretty basic stuff. We're gonna need pumpkin in a can. Gonna need some pumpkin pie spice. You can even make your own. Just look up a recipe online. It's like cinnamon, nutmeg, a couple other things, and it tastes like pumpkin pie spice. One other thing we're gonna need is Colombian flour. You know what Colombian flour is? I just made that up. That might be a real term though. This is actually powdered erythritol. So we took normal granular erythritol, put it in a coffee grinder, and you come out with this. We just do it in bulk, and lately we've only been using the powdered form. There's really no reason to use the granular form, we found. But the powdered form is necessary in this recipe because you want it to dissolve in with the pumpkin pie syrup. And then we'll get to the coffee ingredients later. So let's start by whipping up this syrup. So we're gonna start heating a pan on our induction burner. You want it like low to medium heat, more towards low. And we're just gonna cook this syrup down for about 10 minutes. We're gonna use half a can for the syrup. And if you're not familiar with pumpkin, it is pretty high carb. A half cup of pumpkin is 7 net carbs. But you know, we're gonna make this into a syrup and we're gonna use it kind of sparingly, so you can get away with using a little bit of pumpkin. So we're gonna use half of this can. It's just under 1 cup worth of pumpkin. And I'm actually gonna start by putting a half cup of water in there. So this is really hot. That's kind of the problem with these induction burners. They fluctuate temperature a lot. You basically want half the can. Then we're also going to use half a cup of powdered erythritol. Give it a little mix. Now it's time for the pumpkin pie spice. This is where you get all the good flavor. We're gonna use 1 tablespoon. There it is. Now just mix and let this cook down for about 8 to 10 minutes. It should be almost the same consistency as this right here, except just like a little bit more liquidy. We're gonna put it into one of these squeeze bottles when it's done. If you don't have these, it's not a huge deal. You can just kind of like tablespoon it. All right, we'll be back when this is ready. Okay guys, we're back. It's been 10 minutes and check out the consistency here. You can see there's no real like water in the pan at all. Just real good like thick pumpkin pie consistency, kind of. We're gonna set this aside and let it cool before we put it in that plastic canister there. And what we are going to do now is just to have it ready, we're gonna make some homemade whipped cream for the top. And then once the whipped cream's done, we'll have all our components ready and we'll assemble. We're having a little issue here with the heavy cream. It's not really making whipped cream. We're using this like new one we got, this Atlanta grass-fed heavy whipping cream. I thought it would be like easier to make into whipped cream, but that's not really working. But I think we're just gonna use it anyway. It'll still taste good. Ideally, you would have actual whipped cream. This is not ideal.
It doesn't taste as thick when I use it and stuff. Does it taste to you?
Yeah. I'm not sure what the reason for that is. So now it is time to prepare the latte, pumpkin spice. We got some water boiling back here and we're gonna use this cold brew. You can make your own cold brew at home. You can use normal coffee. You can really do whatever you want. Lately I've been going with cold brew. It's just easier and I like it in this recipe. So cold brew, as opposed to normal coffee, is like highly concentrated. So you just need a couple ounces and then you mix it with water. That's what I'm gonna do here. Okay, so we're gonna put about 2 ounces of cold brew coffee. A little more. You can also use espresso. It's really good with espresso. That's actually what Starbucks uses, I believe. Hit it with a little hot water, not too much. Now for the milk frothy delicious mixture. We are going to use a 1/4 cup of heavy cream. Now what we're doing is kind of replicating standard milk. So we're gonna use a 1/4 cup of heavy cream, 3/4 cups of some kind of nut milk. We're using almond coconut mixture here. You can use almond, you can use coconut, cashew, flax milk, any of those will work. So toss in about a 1/4 cup of heavy cream. And you know, this is something you can play with depending on how much fat you want, how many calories you want in your drink. You can cut back on the cream a little bit. Throw in the milk. This is coconut almond milk, about 3/4 cup. Now the thing is, you want to get it a little frothy, right? And when you're using heavy cream and a nut milk or a coconut milk like this, it doesn't get frothy just by shaking it because there's no protein in here. The whey protein is what really makes milk become frothy. So we're going to do a little bit of a hack here. We're going to throw in some collagen peptides to get it frothy. You can leave this out, it just won't be as frothy, no big deal. I'm going to do half a scoop. Mix that around a little. We're gonna microwave it for a minute and then we're gonna shake it. Okay, I'm getting a little bit all over the place here, but I have put the pumpkin pie syrup in the bottle. We got this ready now. Here's the milk and collagen peptides mixture. Just give it a good, try a different lid. It's kind of frothy. Okay, we're almost there, guys. This is obviously easier if you have like the syrup made beforehand. So now to this milk mixture here, we're gonna add a half a teaspoon of vanilla. In the Starbucks pumpkin spice, they use a vanilla syrup. This is just a quicker way to do it. Adding a little vanilla extract, half a teaspoon. Now you want these things to be sweet. That's what the teenage girls like, right? They like them nice and sweet. So we're gonna add 15 drops of stevia in here. You can leave that out if you like yours more not sweet. Then we got the good stuff. This pumpkin pie syrup. Okay, so we want 1.5 tablespoons. Oh, that's perfect, baby. There it is. Put the lid on. Give it one last shake. Okay, look at that. Come on, guys. That's what it's all about. If you're not a caffeine fan, just drink this. If you're a teenage girl fan, we're all teenage, no. Here we go. All right, then you just pour this in, barista style. There's probably a better way to do it. More barista stylish. Now you hit it with the not really whipped cream. Kind of unfortunate, I'm upset about this. That's sad. Hit it with a little pumpkin pie spice on top. A little bit more, I like a lot. I'm a teenage girl at heart. Then, come in hot with some more pumpkin syrup. Come on, guys.
You're gonna go the other way too. That's
No,
what we do at Starbucks.
more? Okay.
That's what we do at Starbucks. Yeah.
All right, it's time for the taste test, guys. Mandatory big straw. Plop it right in the middle. I actually like to just mix it all around to get more goodness in there. That's where it's at. If you guys like more coffee flavor, definitely add more coffee than I added. As far as pumpkin spice lattes go, and I've had my fair share, this is a really good one. You know, you can also just make yourself a batch of this stuff. It's like, it has some carbs in it, but it's from pumpkin. It's like not terrible. Just use it sparingly and you're probably good to go for keto as far as the syrup goes. Just have a little splash in, it's fall. That is a pumpkin spice latte, guys. Let me know what you think. Pumpkin spice lattes.